Hey guys, it's Georgia, and welcome to the second production vlog for Cardinal. I'm really excited about this one because we didn't film just anywhere. We filmed on Amtrak, which if you didn't know is totally legal and very doable. It was the shoot I was most worried about, but it actually ended up being the easiest one. So if you're looking for some tips on how to film on a moving train, just keep watching. So let's go over the rules. Link in the description to Amtrak's policy about filming and photography. But from what I understood of it is that as long as you're a ticketed passenger, you don't disrupt the other passengers or the conductor as he's going up and down the aisles, you are totally fine to film and photograph. I guess if you're gonna do a special kind of filming though, then you have to call their office and work something out. So after reading this, my goal was to keep our setup as small and non-intrusive as possible. So we only have 3 people, myself, Laurel, who plays the main character West, and Andrea, who plays the second main character Libra. It was just the 3 of us, and the conductor was super friendly and chatty, as well as the other passengers. Everyone was kind of curious about what we were doing. So overall, again, it went really smooth. So let's talk about the gear we used to pull this off, because I know that's what you guys are really interested in. 2 lavalier mics for the actresses. These are the purple panda ones that I freaking love. Used 2 zooms, the H1 and my Zoom H4n, and also a tripod, which is the Canon concept. I'm using it right now. I initially bought it to be my new vlogging tripod, but it ended up coming in handy as a backup to use on the train. Amtrak is pretty stable already. It rocks a little bit, so as long as you can just keep your hands away from the camera, your shots should be pretty stable. And of course, the lavalier mics come in handy because Amtrak is just super noisy. A shotgun mic probably could do the job, but I'm thinking it would have just caught all that background noise way too much. Also, again, our goal was to keep things super small, so having a boom pole across the aisle probably would have fallen under being disruptive on the train. So now let's talk about lenses, because this also helped in getting the right shots. I just used my 2 Canon FD lenses, the 28mm and the 50mm. I used the 28mm to get the wide shot when they're sitting across from each other. I just needed that little bit of extra space that I don't think my 35 would have been able to give me, especially when you take into account the crop factor of the EOS M 1.6, keep that in mind. So yeah, the 28mm helped me get that wide shot I needed, and then the 50mm was great for getting these really nice medium close-ups. The lighting on the train just came straight from the window. We didn't have any special lights. So the 50mm was great, especially since the aperture can open really wide. The downside of it is that because we're shooting next to the window and it was a pretty sunny day, I had to keep playing with the different apertures because sometimes the background would be really overexposed while Andrea or Laurel were perfectly exposed on the inside. So I tried some where they were darker, and I tried some where I just thought it looked fine even though the background was going to be totally blown out. So I'm going to have to play with that in post and see which one can be color corrected the best. So that's a thing to keep in mind, is that Amtrak has super large windows, so you can get tons of natural lighting in, but you do have to take into account that your backgrounds will probably be a little blown out. We finished everything on the first ride down. We just had to chill in town for a few minutes, or a couple hours actually. So on the way back, everyone got to chill and do whatever. I used that time to get room tone, as well as just film some of the passing scenery through the window to have some cutaway shots and things like that. So all in all, I totally recommend Amtrak if you want to film a train scene. Key thing is to keep it super minimal. Lavalier mics will save your life, as well as some kind of tripod. As long as, like they said, as long as you're not disrupting things and it's not a huge production, you can pretty much get away with it. That being said, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next production vlog.